This is the drag your nuts method. Now, what is the drag your nuts method? It's very simple. Delusional confidence with massive action equals the results that you are looking for, okay? This is obviously a graph. This is the results. This is the time and action it takes, okay? I wrestled in college. I wrestled at Vermont State University. Year after year after year, I would fall short of my goal. I was always sixth, fifth, third. It was so hard for me to become the man, but it came down to I didn't believe that I deserved to be the man. And I was finally introduced to delusional confidence and how it can get you anything you want in this world. Now, let me explain, because I know it sounds crazy, okay? This is the chart of most people's belief. Now, understand most people's belief, right? Everyone starts off at whatever it is they're doing, right? And they're overthinking, they're second guessing themselves. Notice how they start at the bottom, okay? They work their way up the food chain, right? And then this right here is average. This is average results, okay? Most people will get the average results and they will taper, right? They're confident, they like what they're doing, they feel good in a certain area, right? This was me my second and third year of college wrestling. I thought I started off at the bottom, I worked up, I had the talent, but I never showed up. On competition day, I always fell short, right? But I didn't have massive belief that I was that guy. I did not believe with my heart that I was that guy. No one could touch me for $1 million because I am him. I did not have the delusional confidence in order to be that guy because I didn't believe with my heart that I was good enough, right? Notice how most people's belief, they taper at average. Now, the drag your nuts method, okay? Notice how it starts high. Most people think that, oh, when I have $1 million business, people will respect me. When I'm jacked, people will respect me. When I have this Porsche, people will respect me, right? But it doesn't work like that. You have to have the delusional confidence that you are him. You have to be living like the guy and man you want to become in order for you to actually see those results. If you start off with average confidence down here, it is impossible for you to get the next level results because you're starting off with low self-esteem. It legitimately doesn't work. That's why when people say, yo, chase your dreams, your goals should scare you, it literally means you should be dragging your nuts on anyone that looks at you and says, you can't do it. People used to look at me and be like, you know, you're not built for that. You're never going to do this race. You're never going to become an All-American. You're never going to go to the national tournament. People would doubt me over and over and over again. And I used to let that affect my subconscious mind, my action, my results, my self-belief, right? Instead, when I found out about this method, all drag your nuts actually means is anyone who tells you you can't, you look at them, you laugh at them, and you say, watch me. And you go and do it anyway. It's looking at them saying, fuck you, watch me do this. I'm gonna make you look so goddamn stupid after I do this. And you back that shit talk up with massive action. Now, you don't always have to be a dick about it. You can walk in, you can be humble, right? Which is how I carry myself. But it's that crazy delusional confidence and that delusional belief that you are the man and you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I lacked that in college wrestling. I always fell short. I always second guessed myself. I always hesitated. And it's because I didn't have the delusional confidence. Now, the delusional confidence starts up high because you have to believe that you can be the national champ. You have to believe that you can make $1 million a year. You have to be acting like that guy in order for it to come, right? It starts up here, and the delusional confidence has to be backed by massive action, or else it is just words. If you talk shit, and I've been around people who have done this hundreds of times, if you talk shit about a certain thing and you don't back it up, your word is completely irrelevant to that person. The more you do that, the more people will trust you, the less people will trust you, the less people will believe in you, and the less your subconscious mind will be able to trust yourself, because when you say something, it knows that you're just bullshitting and you're not going to actually do it, right? That's a great way to ruin a family, to ruin a friendship, to ruin a business, because people just talk. So many people in this world talk about it, right? They talk like delusional confidence. It's not even delusional. It's like a little above average, and then they don't do it, and they tank, and they tank, and they tank, and they wonder why they don't have confidence. It's because you're not backing it up, right? So you have to act like the national champ. When I say act like the national champ or the best guy in your office, what habits do they have? It's not about fucking saying you're the best 100 times over and over and over again. The drag your nuts method is about being him, but with the habits. What habits does the best person in the room have? I'm going to implement those habits. That's how you become him before you're actually him. Once you talk and you believe in your head that you are the guy that you want to become, you back it up with massive action. With massive action, the confidence starts you up high, the massive action takes you up high, and then you accomplish your goal, which is right here, and you get the results that you're looking for. But the only way to get like the top 1% results is with delusional confidence. It took me years to understand this. The last year I talked about drag your nuts method. Last year in my college wrestling, I'd say drag your nuts, drag your nuts, drag your nuts. All it means is act as if you already won the national title. You don't do it in an arrogant way, but you train like it, but more importantly, you think like it. If you think highly of yourself, you just will put out massive action if it is a goal that you actually care about. The massive action leads to absolutely top 1% results. Most people never reach this because they start off with the belief of, oh, once I have the car, everyone's going to respect me. Once I have the body, everyone's going to respect me. You have to be acting as the person everyone already respects. Back it up with action, and then you will actually have those results. But if you're starting down at the bottom with the average confidence, you are never going to have the top tier results. That's why you taper with the average results. Most people's belief, they taper with average. Oh, this is what I get, this is what I deserve. Rather than the person with the delusional confidence, they literally start off above you because they literally believe there's like something sick in their head that I'm that guy, I'm that guy, I'm that guy. The more they believe that they're that guy and they back it up with action, the more likely they are to accomplish it. It all starts in your head, what you tell yourself, what you believe, right? I went years and years and years of falling short. The only thing that made me a national qualifier, the only thing that actually made me respect myself was going all in on one thing, but having the delusional confidence that you couldn't touch my shoelace for $1,000 if you tried. Even if it wasn't true, I would tell that to myself in my head before a match. If they touched my shoe or my shoelace, I wouldn't let that affect me, but it would help, it would gas me up. Now, I wouldn't say it to a group of people, right? I would say it to myself because the more you say it, the more your subconscious mind believes it, the more likely you are to achieve it. But people get this mixed up with arrogance. You don't say the drag your nuts method to other people. You show it through your massive action. You don't say, I'm way better than you. You shut up, you turn around, and you work, and you work, and you work, and you let the results do the talking for yourself. But the drag your nuts, it's a mentality that you are better than everybody else. You don't need to say that, but your massive action will show that, and it will get you the massive results because your confidence is already starting ahead of everybody else's. The average person with limiting beliefs will taper here and get average results for the rest of their life. You have to have the delusional confidence that you're the man in order for you to start in front. But you have to understand, if you say it, you have to fucking do the work. Otherwise, everyone looks at you like a joke. And for me, it's amazing because when I say it, it makes other people's opinions and how they perceive me, it makes me work. It holds me accountable. It holds me to the next standard because as a man, the only two things you have are your word and your work ethic. And you better drag your nuts to back up both of those things. Otherwise, you're literally useless and no one will ever believe in you. But the top 1%ers that get shit done, they start up top with the confidence here and they drag it on until they get the elite results. But the only reason they get the elite results is they understand that confidence has to start high. You are confident when you start out doing the thing because of your habits and the work ethic and your past. Right? Not everyone has an incredible past. You can start off by doing this, but you have to, the delusional confidence comes from talking and say it to yourself. You have to hear yourself say it in order for you to achieve it. But people are scared to do this because they're scared to put it out into the world because what if they don't? That is the point. The point of it is to tell everyone that you are the man because it forces you to take massive action, which will give you massive results. Anyone who's quiet about it doesn't get the elite results. I'm not saying be a cocky dickhead. I'm saying say it to yourself so to let your subconscious mind hear it. Take massive action and you will get the results you're looking for. Most people are are scared to project into the world because what if I don't? But what if you did project into the world and that made you hold yourself to a higher standard and then you got the results? A lot of people are scared to talk their shit because what if they don't? But what if you backed up all your shit talk with massive action? You would get the results you're looking for. I learned this lesson in college wrestling. It was one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned in my life, and I take this into my business every single day. It's literally changed my life. It doesn't mean be a cocky dickhead. It means you have to start with confidence. If you think you're going to be confident when you get the body, when you get the ab, when you get the Porsche, that'll help, but that's fake confidence. Real confidence comes from in your heart, knowing that you do what you say you're going to do. And that's where the confidence comes from. Confidence doesn't come from the car, the girl, the money. Confidence comes from doing the hard things, doing what you say you're going to do, right? And then once you get to a level, you just call your shots. And every time you know how much your word means, people will believe in you and believe in you and believe in you. But at the beginning, no one will believe in you. And the whole point of this is you have to prove them wrong, but you do it for yourself. You have to prove yourself right. Because when you drag your nuts and you do this one time and it works and you see the respect you get from other people and you see the fruits of your labor, girls talk to you differently, guys talk to you differently. They know that your word matters. It's the most fulfilling thing in the whole entire world. Because you do what you say you're going to do. And everyone in the world talks. Everyone talks about it. Nobody's about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the Raw Talk. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.